So this is a rumor that has been picking up steam within the past couple of weeks or so, particularly last month in April of 2024. Apparently, it seems like Sega plans on not only reviving the Golden Axe series, but apparently bringing it to Comedy Central in the form of an anime, which is something that I found very interesting, mainly because the series has been dead since the early to mid 90s. It hasn't been relevant since then for the most part. The landscape of gaming has changed so much to a point where um Golden Axe just for whatever reason it doesn't seem to appeal to like casuals or anything like that. I'm not saying that the older like Golden Axe games were bad or anything. They were fun beat 'em up games back in the early 90s because I think the first game came out in '89, and then we got a couple of games along with a couple of spin-offs. One of the spin-off games came out back in 2008, and it was a 3D action adventure hack and slash game. And by the way, we're supposed to be getting a new Golden Axe game sometime in the future because Sega had announced that at the Game Awards this past year. And obviously, Sega had planned on reviving older IPs, and Golden Axe just so happens to be one of them. And the thing is, I feel like this is something that should have been done a lot sooner because the teens has been somewhat of a dark, period for video games in relation to like different genres. The genres that mainly stood out in the teens decade was action adventure and action RPG and all that. But it seemed like hack and slash video games or that genre is making a comeback, and I do feel that if Sega, like if it's done right, I do feel like Golden Axe will not only appeal to like a niche audience of gamers, but it might um it might bring back some lapse fans over the years. But then again, I mean, Golden Axe was a thing when I was like an infant, so um, probably the fans of that series are probably my age, and they probably don't give a damn or anything like that because they've moved on with their lives and they're adults and all that stuff. But I do feel that the idea of a Golden Axe anime is something that it's definitely going to raise eyebrows. I wouldn't be shocked if it trends on Twitter or if it trends on social media once it actually starts airing. As it currently stands, we have no idea when it's going to officially air on Comedy Central. We do know that we're supposed to be getting 10 episodes. There's been no specific announcements in relation to how long each episode is going to be, how many seasons there's going to be. As it currently stands, we think it's only going to be just one season. But I think it's one of those things that we're just going to have to wait and see what it looks like. Probably just like, sit back, give it a try, see what kind of reception it gets, see if it's something that's going to make people interested in the ancient IP that Sega's trying to bring back, whether or not their new game is going to be a hit or a miss. Because I feel like the reception of the anime and along with the new game is going to be something that determines whether or not Sega is going to do bigger things with Golden Axe. Because you look at Streets of Rage 4, which came out in 2020, it was actually pretty successful for a Sega game. It sold way more than a lot of people thought it would, including myself. Streets of Rage 4 even broke the internet. It was trending when it announced. So um, I do feel that Streets of Rage in general was bigger than Golden Axe, mainly because it had a bigger cult following and because of nostalgia. I do feel that Golden Axe does have that type of effect on niche gamers and people who are just like strong gaming fans. And I do feel that for the most part, Golden Axe could end up being one of the few things that can help Sega, generate more revenue and make more of a profit in the future, along with Sonic the Hedgehog. Because for the past, I'd say at least like 25 years, Sega has relied heavily on Sonic the Hedgehog for most of their profitable stuff. And along with Golden Axe, they plan on reviving, Crazy Taxi and other IPs that have been laid dormant for quite some time. So honestly, I can't wait to see what the Golden Axe anime looks like, and hopefully we'll get more updates about the anime, along with the possibility of a new Golden Axe game if it doesn't get canceled or scrapped anytime in the future.